Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody fired up on
Yeah.
the handcrafted Java? How many cups?
3.
Oh boy. Just one for you? That's it?
So far.
Be careful not to blind yourself when you go for your refill. Right. My name's Karl. I work with MetroAlive.com. My partner Scott Matthews. He runs the show. He's the technical side. I sell it. He makes it. Wouldn't want me to make it. I think it would work that well. So we're going to talk about social marketing in a local community. We are a local community. This is a great group with a lot of energy, and I know we're all trying to be more social and have more outreach in the community. We're going to give you a few ways that you can leverage that with email marketing, websites, social media sites. And on our little site, which we call MetroAlive.com, which will be at the very end. If you want to hit that enter button, Scott. Scott's going to drive, so it's a little slow. Let's give him a cue, throw a copy at him. So, Web 1.0, you have a website, you have email. The way it's been going since like the mid-late 90s. Might have heard of a thing called Web 2.0, also known as social media, social networking. Oops.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries, no worries. Gotta have a seat. Gotta be comfy. No hand puppets, that's Sean only. Sean only, I don't think I'm social networking, there's a book out called Socialnomics, the groundswell, kind of a new age way of marketing on the web, or the social web, so integrating social aspects into what you already have. A Facebook button on your website, a Twitter button, constant contact. It's a little more social. It's like email on steroids. So the difference between 1.0 and 2.0 is that outreach, the social aspect of it, making your site visitable, making your community sites more visitable. Hey, what's going on? We're doing an event, we're doing a promotion. Come on out and see it. We'll post a photo, we'll post a video. It's more engaging. It gives you a little more opportunity to engage your audience with greater content than just an email blast or with more of a one-dimensional website. And we all know how much technology has changed. By the time I'm done with this presentation, I'm sure something will have changed. That's why I hang around guys like Scott. He keeps me in the loop. Advance, please. So, social web, Web 2.0. The big questions we usually ask our clients when we're talking with our web platform and the social media aspect of it, our Facebook page. Your community, there's a lot. Do you care about your community? Obviously, you're here at 7:30 in the morning with your fellow community members. You guys care about your community. And the coffee, that helps too. Are you accessible to your community? Do they know you're there? You may have a website, you may have an email program. Do you have a social media site? Are you on LinkedIn? I know a lot of you do carry those social media profiles personally. How do you engage your community? Do you have influence in your community? You know, talking about the new events, the farmers market, the art festival. It's a way to engage the community. So what you had just said, we want to engage the community and bring more businesses out to show that we're part of a collective community. We're better as a group than we are just kind of staying in our own little spheres of the community. So we want to bring everybody out and together, gain the trust of your community. You want your community to know that you're there, especially in these economic times. Sometimes the paper does go up in the window and you disappear. Well, the same thing can happen online if you're maintaining a social profile. And with Facebook, with over 600 million users, how many different posts in a content stream, you have to stay relevant. There's so many people on that platform at one time. If you're not posting and delivering content through Facebook, through a LinkedIn message, through a YouTube video, through a social website like MetroAlive.com, another way to be found, you become irrelevant. So online, it's no different than you not answering the phone or your business going out of business and nobody really knowing about it. So you want to stay relevant. So it's a way to kind of tie the brick and mortar online to stay relevant in both spheres. And that gains trust because people know you're going to be around, you're open, you're accessible, and you're transparent. Hey, we're having an event, we're having a sale, we're going to sponsor the art festival, we're going to present at the farmers market, we're going to be hopefully opening a store in Libertyville and Mundelein for coffee. Thumb puppet. Thumb puppet. So that really is the essence of Web 2.0. It just gives you a little more outreach. It's Web 1.0 on steroids, and God knows, only God knows where it's going after Web 2.0. We've all seen this thing take off since that
That's what they call
part
3.0.
3.0, maybe 2.5. Maybe they'll take their time. Maybe they'll start going in halves. I just kind of came up with 2.0 by myself.
Oh, yeah.
I can only count full numbers. I'm working on that fractions thing with my daughter. Thank you, Scott. Okay, so now what? Why is he up here talking about all this? Well, do you have a website? Show of hands. That's cool. I know you have one of these. Do you have a social media site? LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, very good. Sweet. Do you have an email marketing program? Okay. Do you have a microsite? Very good. Okay, and then the next slide is actually, I got a little, oh. Okay, I'll go back into microsites later. Okay, you have a website. How many people know about it? How many people are you interacting with? Do people know? Is there other collateral? Is there paper collateral? Are there business cards? Do you have something at point of sale in your business? I've seen some beautifully done, I'm going to give the graphic artist over there a plug. You have some very beautiful collateral of what you do. So that just shares her message, though. It's another way of sharing. Do you integrate it with the social media site? On your website, is there somewhere, find us on Facebook, find us on Twitter. Is there a button? Is there a direct link? Do you share that information on your website? You guys do that? Yeah. Do you integrate it with email marketing? Okay. Do you integrate it with a microsite, like with something like MetroAlive.com? Everybody's like, what the heck is a microsite? A microsite is just a specific web application, usually driven towards a specific market or event or series of events that draws extra attention particular to that market, so that local community or that local community's series of events. So it's a site that's built just for that. MundeleinAlive.com, LibertyvilleAlive.com. It's about the community and all the businesses and services and retail, restaurant within it. That's all it's about. Kind of love, Scott likes to use the term, it levels the playing field. Not about the individual businesses as much as it is, okay, here's Mundelein. Huh, I'm going to be in North Lake County. Let's see what's going on in Mundelein this weekend. So you can kind of surf around that site. There's events and promotions. It ties in, it integrates a lot. We do email marketing. We do social media. We have a Facebook page. It's just growing. We need some more content. Tony's helping me out with that. If you do need help with your Facebook page, I'm going to give Tony a plug. He'll take some good pictures for you. I'm going to advance the slide, please. So really it comes about integration. So how many people, if you have a social media site, how many people know about it? How many friends do you have? Are you getting likes? Are you getting comments? Are you getting tagged? Do you share the content? Do you post events on your social media site? Mundelein Community Connection, rather than our monthly meeting. Casey's going to be up there trying not to put people to sleep. That's another reason. Strategic. I had Sean come for a reason. There's extra caffeine in that coffee. So nobody goes to sleep. Sean, I got to keep him awake. So do what you got to do. And then, okay, do you integrate that website again? So we email marketing. Again, how many people know about your email marketing program? How big is your list? How robust is that? Do you keep track of those numbers? Do you keep track of your open rates? How many people? That email may go out to 800 people, but only 30 people open it. Maybe it's the content in the email. Maybe you can't be sending your picture anymore.
I already stopped.
That's good. Hey, that tripled on MetroAlive sales in Libertyville next time. So that's good. Microsite. Sorry for the, I was in a saucy mood when I wrote that. What the hell is a microsite? Microsite is, I was supposed to be H like the little stars, but I just kind of put it up there. Again, I define the microsite, and we are going to show an example of LibertyvilleAlive.com. But it's just another way. Are you integrating all this stuff together? So the Chamber, for instance, Mundelein Community Connection, Main Street Libertyville, they have their websites, and they have those business pages, and they have all the individual business profiles, and they share all that information in one hub. It's a very nice way to be able to go to one site and say, hey, here's what's going on. We just provide a little more dynamic way of doing that. So we have the business pages that are a little more, what you call it, three-dimensional, Scott? Four-dimensional? There are not 4 dimensions, but MetroAlive is going to discover the 4th dimension. So it's just, it's more engaging. We're going to show you that demonstration. But, you know, that's another way for a